Did her eye just suddenly look at me? Was her eye always looking at me? No. No? I don't think it was. That's creepy.
Welcome to Jinx Plays
Attempts.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Jinx Attempts to Play Doki Doki Literature Club. So far it's just adorably cute. Just like any other dating sim that I've never played before. No dating sims for me. Anyways, I went out of my way to try to write a poem for Yuri, who's the quiet one with descriptive words and likes tea. So I'm hoping that I get a cute little thing with her before we read each other's poems, like I did with Sayori. And she's growing on me though, so I don't know. This is horrible. I like all the girls. Alright, I'm a little tired, so if my voice acting skills are really bad today, I apologize. So, I should probably move my tablet. Okay. Oops. There we go. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jinx! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in the good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. She's always hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all! I don't think I'm doing her voice right. It's close. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse? Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why? That all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles in the latch to get it open. Then, she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair! How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan on conveniently forgetting that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Wow, she's manipulative. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option. I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Oh, that's me, I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything, you liar. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Jinx to let me borrow some money! Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Yeah, like how you and Suki last episode got me involved in something that was hypocrite. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough. Did I just... I didn't mean that. So she's kind of... She can be a little jerky there. I get too observed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, disappointed you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad. Now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! God! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Look at her coy face when she says that. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing, because she's manipulative. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on. Give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whoa! Whoa! Who hit somebody? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... Cookie. Cookie. Look at her shocked face. I need to pay attention to their faces more, because, like, she's probably had this face 8 times by now, but I've been too, like, engrossed with reading to, like, look up. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glanced around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Like, I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally, like, worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. It's poisoned. So good! Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! This is so cute! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Oops. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Don't trust her, she'll eat it all. Jeez. Beggars can't, like, be choosers. But yours is chocolate! Yeah? Why do you think I gave that one to you? Fine. Bitch, just be happy you got a cookie. Still, I'm really that happy that you shared this one with me. Really? Why does she Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Like, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oomph. Sayori suddenly leans down and... I saw that coming. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you, like, seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such, like, a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glanced around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me! Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Like, of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica closes the club over... Wait. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glanced at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda lost track of time. That makes, no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you had played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I kinda just started recently. I always wanted to learn the piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looked at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jinx. That pose. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone is already settled down. Sayori somehow has already finished eating her entire cookie. No duh. That's the one thing I've learned about her, is she's hyperactive and she eats and she sleeps. She eats everything. She's always hungry. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. What is she doing in the closet? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glance at the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Aha! I get her interaction with Yuri. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaked another glance at me, and our eyes met for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. Aw, she bought it from me. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Uh-huh. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closed the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Markov? There is an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by all these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggled all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jinx? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that these kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goal, their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided moral interfere with the villain's plan. If I've ever seen anything that's foreshadowment, I don't like where this is going. What? Yeah. That's... Now I don't trust her! Because I know this is not a cool game! I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I think the reason why I like her the most is because I like voicing her. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Where's my sexy, like shot? You know how, like, Sayuri had, like, that weird close-up shot? Where's hers? Ugh. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Oh, yeah, she's crazy. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange or murdering your face. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. This is the literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Excuse you. Go away. Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine. Is it fine that I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in the company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. I'm so sorry. I was just... Yuri, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. I'm so sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my decks until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yay, there's the close-up. She's cute. Yuri, it's a lot better than Sayuri, where you're buttoning up her shirt and it's like, my boobs are bigger! At least now they're just like reading a book. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefinger. Ah, I do the same thing with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Oh, this is actually really cute. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry, I have not read the book at all. Did her eye just suddenly look at me? Was her eye always looking at me? No. No?
I don't think it was.
That's creepy. I don't remember.
Sure.
I don't know. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. What the hell am I reading? Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second-guessed all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Aw, I need to look back and see if her eye changed. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Jinx, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait! I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Look at her face, she's like, oh shit. Yuri exhaled and spared from the finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Poor you. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. You wrecked the cuteness. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip back into my bag. At least this character doesn't bend corners. Lent one of my manga to my friend, and like half of the pages were bent, and I had to buy a new book. I know that sounds crazy, but like I have a particular couple series that I'm religious about, like Ramo and Half. It was not a good situation. You don't mess with my Rama.
She bent the pages to keep her spot.
What?
She bent the pages to keep her spot, is what you're saying.
Yeah. It was horrible. I really can't hear you with these headphones on. Oops. Alright. Let's see. I guess we'll start with Monica this time. Monica. Hi again, Jinx. How is the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. Oh, I thought she was like, I'll take that as in I'll take the phone. Okay. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll soon come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for the day? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. Great job, Jinx. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. Well, I'm trying to get all the girls to like me, so that was the point for this one. I guess I underestimated you, bitch! It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. And that pose is not fair at all. Like, no. God, I sound like a lesbian. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feeling, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. I knew that word, I just couldn't say it. It was like, what? It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. And endless. What? That word, I don't...
It's weird.
He doesn't know that word. I'm saved. I don't know what that means. Of meaning and noise. She just used the thesaurus. That's all she did. She's like, I need this common word, but I want it to sound better. This is a long ass poem. Look at this. Oh. Load me. Alright, sorry. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like, she's just using math terms there, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. And then we have Load Me. Now, I have heard that I have to go into the actual files sometimes, like the actual game file, and it does things. Is this one of those situations, or is it more obvious, do you think?
I think this is like a predecessor to it, potentially, but I don't know. I'm presuming yes, because I assume the worst, and I'm a pessimist, but so I presume yes, but I don't know what it would want you to load.
Okay, so let's go see if that actually, so, yeah, I have a cute Bulbasaur background right now, it's adorable. Okay, oh, there's characters. I have saves. I don't think it was. Wait a minute, I'll be right back, guys. I want to see what the name of that poem was. Okay, so I've been through the whole folder, and I can't find a save me. I can't find a load me. I did find her character in one of the folders, but I can't load it. I don't know if I need to like download a special program to load it. But I am actually afraid to move on if I'm supposed to actually load something, because I hear you're supposed to go in that folder, and it actually makes the gameplay a lot better, and I want this to be enjoyable for all of us, and this would be the first time I have to go into the folder system to actually do stuff. And I don't know if it's going to be more obvious or not, and I know that some of you have watched others play this, so if you could leave me a comment and say, hey, Allie, you're an idiot, or, hey, it'll be a lot more obvious when you need to go into the system, or, yeah, you're right, you need to do something, here's what you're supposed to do, without spoiling it for me, because again, I'm actually really enjoying my cute game that's going to get really dark, and I'm excited for that, so please don't ruin it, but please help me play it to the best that I'm supposed to. That makes sense. Okay, bye guys!